Hi, my name is Dion Schaffer. As part of our introduction, I'm going to provide you a brief history of climate control. First, there was fire. It took a few million years to improve on that, but eventually air conditioning, and later central air conditioning, were invented. Early thermostats were based on simple physical bimetal components, and those evolved with technologies. Later, humidifiers were introduced to provide additional comfort by maintaining moisture within the air. Humidistats were used to control the function of the humidifiers. What we'll demonstrate to you today is a breakthrough in environment control. We present to you the Scentifier. Up to now we could control the temperature and humidity. Now with the Scentifier we can control the scent within our homes. So what is the Scentifier? The Scentifier is an automatic aromatherapy device that can be added to air conditioning systems, thereby giving inhabitants control over the scent within their homes. Up to now, all devices that have been introduced were limited to small areas only. Aerosol sprays were used to mask odors in a small room or small space. Scented candles provide a pleasant scent in very confined areas. Plug-in devices, like the one illustrated here, also provide a way to add scent to a single room. Some of these were created with a built-in fan, but are still limited to small areas. The Scentifier will make use of the air conditioning ducts in order to deliver a unified scent throughout the home. Prior to the Scentifier, all products were totally manual and required human interaction in order to turn them on or off. The Scentifier provides a central console where users can create a schedule similar to that of the modern thermostat. However, the Scentifier schedule can be used to configure the scent at any given time, day or night, as well as the intensity of the scent. How does it work? The Scentifier includes 3 scented oil containers. Based on the schedule, the device controls the flow of any or all of the scented oils. I'll now provide a brief overview of the system. Over here we have the containers that are used to hold the scented oils. For demonstration purposes, the liquids that we are using is water infused with food coloring. Below the containers are solenoids used to control the flow of the oils. There is a solenoid for each container. To the left of the solenoids, we have solid-state relays that are used to control the flow of electricity to the solenoids. And here we have the star of the moment, the Tahoe 2 board, which is the brains of the system. The Tahoe 2, with integrated .NET micro framework, acts as the control device for the system. What I will do right now is demonstrate the application was developed for the Scentifier that is used as the management console for the system. We are currently in view mode, as we can see by the view that is highlighted right now, and we can see that there are schedules set up for Monday through Wednesday and Friday and Saturday, since they have navy blue outline to them. So let's look at what's scheduled for Monday. And for Monday we can see that morning, day and evening have schedules set up. Let's look at morning. It's orange, so we'll select that, and we can see that it is currently set up for medium intensity. Let's take a look at the evening for that same day, and we'll see that lavender is now highlighted with navy. We said that is set up for a medium intensity. Now let's set up a schedule for today, Thursday. We'll go to edit mode, we'll select Thursday, and we'll set up the same schedule for both morning and day. We'll select the orange scent with a medium intensity. Now for the evening, we'll deselect morning, deselect day, and select evening. Set up a combination of 2 scents, both lavender and mint, with a strong intensity. And now, what we'll find is, since the system is already running, and the time is now almost 9:20, we're in evening mode, so we'll see that this setting will exactly kick in right now. For demonstration purposes, we have modified the frequency of the flow. We can see that now lavender and mint oils will be released periodically, one after the next. Next, we'll demonstrate a feature that we think will be a great hit. We call this feature Mood Mode. While Mood Mode can be configured from the Scentifier's console, we will walk you through a real-life scenario and demonstrate a different way to configure this mode. Imagine the scenario. You're at work, the time is 6:30, and you've just been through a grueling day of stressful back-to-back meetings. All you can think of is that you'd like to get home, relax, possibly with a glass of red wine, and just forget about the day you've just experienced. One way to enhance that is to utilize some of the great lavender oil that you have in your Scentifier. You pick up the phone, log into Scentifier.com, and initiate Mood Mode. This is done by selecting a scent in your Scentifier and specifying a period of time. Mood Mode will override any schedules already saved in the device for the duration that you specify. You get in your car, begin to drive home, knowing that when you enter your home, you will immediately experience the relaxing effect of the lavender scent, even before you take that first sip of the red wine. What we have just demonstrated is a mobile application, so it seems fitting to provide an overview of the technologies. We have the remote devices, which are used to control the Scentifier from outside the home. All communication with the device is performed via .NET services that are made available through Windows Azure. The Scentifier will be registered through the same .NET services, and any calls will be transferred to the device via Scentifier service that will run on the home PC. What we have now is a device that can control the scent in the home from anywhere. Commercialization of the Scentifier. We see two market segments for the Scentifier, one being the personal consumer, the second the business consumer. In the personal consumer segment, the product would be built into new homes, as well as becoming a prominent add-on to existing air conditioning systems. Within the business consumer segment, we would market this product to hotels and office buildings. Anyone who happened to stay at a DoubleTree hotel in the past will remember that they received freshly baked chocolate chip cookies from the front desk at check-in. After arriving in the room, the scent of those cookies produces the most homely scent in the room, thereby providing the hotel guest with a nostalgic feeling of being at home. In a similar way, the Scentifier can provide the same experience with a similar scent. At check-in, the clerk at the front desk would configure Mood Mode with chocolate chip cookie scent for the initial hour. By the time the guest arrives in their room, they get to experience the homely scent, thereby creating a bond between the hotel chain and their home. Similar use within office environments can provide increased performance as well as reduce stress. The use of orange essence during the day would energize the workforce. Late in the day, use of lavender would help reduce any stress experienced throughout the day. The product may need to be configured a little differently for the commercial use. Feedback and challenges of the .NET Micro Framework and the Tahoe 2 board. Feedback. In general, the experience was quite positive. There is definitely a learning curve involved with the .NET Micro Framework, but developers with experience on the .NET Framework should find that the learning curve is not so steep. Challenges. The design of the Tahoe 2 board is not conducive for use in an end product. The position of the screen, in addition to the components on the same side of the board, for example the pins, the NIC card, etc., are higher than the screen, thereby preventing the card to be mounted such that the touchscreen monitor would be flush with the box. On numerous occasions, we found that inserting an SD card caused the blue screen of death. The clock on the device does not support offline mode, and therefore needs to be reset every time the card is turned on or reset. Device Profile Web Services is supported in the .NET Micro Framework environment only. Therefore, it cannot be used within regular applications, like Win32, WPF, or Web. This prevents code reuse across applications.